Have you ever felt like persistent pain has dragged you into depression, stealing not just your comfort, but your very sense of self? You're not alone. In my 30-year journey recovering from complex regional pain syndrome, I experienced the dark depths of depression and found my way back to hope. Today, three unique stories will show you how others discovered their own paths through pain and depression. Their journeys might surprise you and show you possibilities that you haven't yet considered. If you find value in the stories of hope and recovery, please like and subscribe to help others find this community. Greetings. It's nice to see you again. And those here for the first time, you're very welcome. Let me introduce you to Bella, whose story might feel familiar to many of you watching today. Bella, a 49-year-old graphic designer, discovered that living with temporal neuralgia, a condition causing severe facial pain and sensitivity, meant more than just physical challenges. The constant facial pain made me withdraw from everything, she recalled. Client meetings became terrifying, and I started working exclusively from home. The turning point came during her daughter's art show. I was about to skip it, using my pain as an excuse, she shared. But my daughter said something that changed everything. Mom, I miss seeing you smile, even when it hurts. That moment of raw honesty led Bella to seek new ways to engage in life. She learned to work in gentle cycles, using what she called creative pauses, short breaks where she'd practice mindful breathing while examining her design work. These weren't just plain pain breaks, she explained. They became moments of artistic reflection. Like many healing journeys, Bella's path had unexpected turns. She found that teaching her daughter about her condition actually helped them both. We started having design and breathe sessions together. It became our special time. Like Bella, Esme discovered that transformation often comes from unexpected places. At 55, this environmental scientist faced the challenge of fibromyalgia while conducting field research. The fatigue, brain fog, and widespread pain felt like betrayal from my own body, she remembered. I used to spend hours in the field. Now, even short walks exhausted me. The breakthrough came during a family camping trip. My grandchildren were fascinated by how slowly and deliberately I moved through the forest, she shared. They started mimicking me, calling it the nature detective walk. Suddenly, my necessary slower pace became a teaching tool. This shift in perspective led Esme to adapt her research methods. She developed what she calls micro-observation stations, small areas she could study thoroughly without extensive movement. I learned more from studying 1 square meter deeply than I did from covering miles superficially, she reflected. Cody, 41, brought a real estate agent's perspective to chronic pain recovery. After a painful whiplash injury 5 years ago that left him with persistent neck pain, he struggled with the physical demands of showing properties. I was the agent who always ran up the stairs ahead of clients, he recalled. Suddenly, I couldn't even turn my head to check traffic. His moment of clarity came during a home inspection. My client at the time was a physical therapist who watched me struggling to demonstrate the kitchen features. She said something that changed everything. Just like we adapt homes for clients' needs, we need to adapt our movements for our bodies. That simple comparison made so much sense in my world, he recalled. This insight led Cody to rethink his approach to both work and recovery. He began practicing what he called preview walks, visiting properties ahead of time to plan the most comfortable viewing route. I turned my limitation into a selling point, he explained. My detailed property knowledge actually improved my service. Brain imaging has revealed that chronic pain and depression share neural pathways, helping explain their frequent connection. What we know about the brain shows us that positive social connections and meaningful activities can activate natural pain modifying systems. And we're also discovering more and more about how mindset shifts can create real physiological changes and pain as we go through our days and how it's processed our movements and our engagements with the world around us. So how can we apply these insights in our own lives? One approach that's been particularly helpful for many is creating what I call comfort anchors. These are designated spaces or activities that bring joy, just like how Bella transformed her design sessions with her daughter into special moments of connection. Another powerful strategy is to embrace micro movements, these small but intentional actions that keeps us engaged without overwhelming our system. And remember how Esme turned her slower pace into a teaching opportunity with her grandchildren? And finally, consider how you might reframe what feels like a limitation. Just as Cody transformed his need for preview walks into a professional advantage, you might discover that your adaptations offer unexpected benefits. While these strategies can be powerful tools on your journey, it's also important to recognize when additional support might be helpful. Let's talk about when to reach out to healthcare providers. Consider reaching out to a healthcare provider when you feel persistent changes in your mood that concern you, or if your emotional state is impacting your sleep or appetite. Also, if you feel increasingly isolated or withdrawn from relationships and daily activities feel emotionally overwhelming. And also, finally, if you have thoughts of self harm. I believe what's emerged from these stories today is that living with hope isn't about waiting for pain to disappear. It's about finding new ways to engage with life. Your journey might look different, and that's okay. Each small step towards connection and meaning matters. So it's bye for now, and I'm wishing you a comfortable week.